Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the test account and we are checking out the coming back of the Isle of Gold. That is right, guys. The Isle of Gold is up. It's going to be up on the global servers in just a couple days. Now, this one, of course, is a very solid way to farm a ton of loot. Now, let's go and kind of run through this if this is the first time that you've seen it. So you actually have roles. When you do your roles, you can actually place different buildings within here. Now, different buildings, of course, have different attributes. Now, the big thing is with the resource building, guys, there are only 4 of them. So they are the priority that you kind of want to defend in here. A lot of players either go with an offensive or go with the defensive or go with a mix of it or really don't go with anything at all because the production in here is kind of different. So looking at our buildings, number one, you want the diamond mine. Of course, diamond mine is going to produce diamonds. It is going to give you the ability to get celestials and hypogens out of here. Diamonds, super important in here. Now, in addition, guys, I like the essence, but in my opinion, looking at the difference between these, looking at the labyrinth, looking at the Poe exchange, Poe coins, I would say, is probably the number 2 because on a multitude of counts that I have, it is very difficult to get 9 of 9 furniture on a lot of heroes, making, in my opinion, again, the Poe coins definitely a solid priority. Now, looking at, again, essence and experience, pretty good, but the lab coins, again, in my opinion, with the addition and with the changes that we have seen to Labyrinth, because right now, not only can you get Wukong in there, you can get some heroes, but the big thing is, one, you can get Joan, which I really stress getting out of there, but you can also get Poe coins, you can get shards, you can get your cores out of there. You can also get Twisted Essence. So as you're going in there, guys, again, with the changes, with the additions to the Labyrinth store, super important to get that and build out that Labyrinth store. And honestly, the final one that I would probably do in here, as much as I do like building out the guild coins. Now, the guild coins, of course, you can exchange for gear. So if you're relatively earlier to AFK Arena, the guild exchange is going to be very important because you're still getting gear, you're still getting tier stones. There's going to be a point where I actually don't use these on my YouTube account at all. I use the coins that I get, but I have so many stones, I have so many chests that I do not use anything else to exchange them for. Tier 4 stones I can buy out. With the time emblems I can buy out. So I would actually go in the essence. Now, the reason is with your essence mine, it is going to give you the ability to power level the resonating crystal, which of course is going to be huge, guys, if you're looking at progression, looking at campaign progression, and ultimately looking at tower progression. It is going to be very important to have essence and building up essence in a much faster fashion. Now, when it comes to the defensive, again, there is a few different ways that you can kind of spin this. Because now we look at the defensive building, there's a couple stones that have different abilities. The offensive is the flowers. Now, the most important one out of here has always been this Fountain of Blessing, which is right here, guys. This is the one you want to build. Now, some of these do have overlapping abilities, meaning that you can build a multitude of these. Some of these you can only build one that have an effect. So Fountain of Blessing blesses a specific hero. This, of course, makes a big difference because you can bless whatever one you want to within here. Most players, if they're running Belinda, they will go with the intelligence. But this is going to buff the morale in there, which is right here, guys. This is going to yield you a lot of additional loot when it comes to actually building these out. Now, again, you could go full aggressive on here, which again is what a lot of players do. We did this last time. So not actually building any of these stones, but building a lot of the crimson flowers. Now, these again right here cannot stack effect, which means if you have one crimson flower, if you have one of those built out, that is really all that you need in there. That is going to make a big difference. Now, in the prayer flower, it is the exact same, guys. Cannot stack the effect for either one of these. So building out just one prayer flower is all that you need for the buffs. Now, just for the buffs. Now, overall, as you get a little bit further in here, again, I don't know. I don't think they changed anything in here because the last one, of course, is the energy flower. Now, this one, of course, you get extra morale out of there. Now, again, I want to look at this. So if you have over 10 morale, you'll gain 1% extra. Right here won't drop below 4, won't drop below 8. So anything over 10, you're going to get 1% extra, which of course is going to make a big difference, guys, when you're pillaging in here. And you can see we actually picked up all of these flowers. The 3 flowers we just put down gave us some buffs in there. Now, in addition, guys, when it comes to some of the other buildings, like these ones right here, you can see you can only build one of each of these. I like the Blessed Heroes. That's again the one that we go with. Now, Energy Towers, Radiant Towers, Omnius Towers. Most players, again, don't really build these. The Energy Tower we have found is pretty much the only one that players need to build, and they usually build 3 Energy Towers. Now, the big reason for this, guys, is depending on how you build them, you can level up these specific buildings much faster. So go ahead, we'll level this one up. As you can see, my percentage went up when we get to the pilfering. But when you're getting to a certain point, is not adding any more buildings. So if we can drop a building right here, we should be good with not adding any additional buildings. This allows you to kind of power level the buildings you have. And that again is really a game changer, is you can go in here and you can power up and level up the buildings that you have, meaning that you can actually make a lot stronger, faster progression on there. Surplus yield 2%, 3%. So again, we're getting a lot higher yield when it comes with the percentage, which is the reason why you want to stack these up. And the reason why you want to stack these energy towers to level 5 and level 10 is that way you do have the ability to build those up a little bit faster. And of course, this one, guys, we're at 79, takes us to 96. Let's see if we can get a 1, which we do not. That's okay. Poe Exchange goes a little bit higher. Here, I'm going to have to build another energy tower in here. We can always convert the buildings, but you can't get rid of them. That's the big thing. Like if I have a building like this, I can rebuild it. Rebuilding it will turn it into a different building, but I just can't unbuild it or really get rid of the building. There's no way to get rid of it. Energy tower level 2. There we go. Surplus going to 4% on the labyrinth coins right there. Now, in addition to this, guys, you do get resources out of here, or you do get basic rewards out of here. Second tier is purchased, but this, of course, is going to give you some Stargazer scrolls. And then this is the total pillaged earned resources on the top and the pillaged resources in the bottom, which is the way that you really do want to build this up, guys, is building out a couple of these. Now, again, you can drop a couple more flowers in there just to build them up. Again, these can somewhat make a difference. But overall, guys, I focus and worry about the attack because we also do have 3 buffs right in the middle. As you can see right here, 6 level 15 stone tablets to buff up this one. Requires 6 level 15 flowers. This is one, fills the area with thorns. Every movement made by an invader is morale -1. So this is one that I actually build, and you'll realize that you can't build all of these. You might theoretically be able to, but that's what 6, 12, 18. I don't think you have enough spots in here to build them. So if we keep putting flowers and we keep leveling up those flowers, it's going to make a big difference when it comes to the viability of getting in here. And again, I don't think you can get all those because we don't have enough slots really in there, but let's see. 96 goes to 98. Can we roll a 1? It is a 1. There we go, guys. Level 5. Boom. There we go. Takes us over 100%. And then, of course, we can get the +2 morale in here. I'm going to go ahead and boost morale of deploying intelligence heroes. And again, we use Belinda and a couple other heroes in here. Now, you do have to get to level 2 to unlock the pillaging, which again is going to come with a little bit. And to modify, you have to use all of your dice rolls. So as we're continuing kind of going through here, have to get some more dice rolls. And let's see, always try to get this one. It'll give you 3 more dice rolls, guys. Go ahead and build that one up again. And we're already at 100% bonus, which is pretty good as we continue to go around here. And again, this is a very, very loot heavy event. There we go. So we got that to level 5, which of course is going to give us a little bit more functionality. But now we can garrison heroes in here so we can actually put a defensive team in here. For a majority of players, again, just like we've kind of seen before, is to give away the free loot doesn't really make a huge difference. So I'm going to put Ainz in here, and there we go. I'm just going to literally put him in there for the defense by himself versus just leaving it empty. There we go. Let's see if we can get this. There we go, guys. So 100 goes to 102. Oh, and we didn't get it one more time, but that's okay. And again, surplus yield going up. Getting a couple more percentages. And there we go. That's our dice rolls. And like I said, once you get to a point, guys, here is the shipyard for the pillaging. This is the point when you can actually attack other players. I can edit formations in here that you can actually use to support. You can see VK is right here. I can assist. with my teams. They can actually place my teams within there, making a big difference, guys. But Isle of Gold, again, this is a massive, massive way to get a lot of free loot. Every time you come in here, you can actually get a considerable amount of loot. In addition, you can go and you can actually pilfer other players. So it looks like in here, again, they're not running any of our defensive buildings. So we can go ahead and look at his Stifler's mom. That's pretty funny. Looking around here, looks like they're all on the backside, kind of what we talked about. Dice rolls, we're going for high dice rolls right here. And there we go. See, just has one in here. You can pillage. Pillage, I believe, will just take the resources out of there. But we do have to fight in here. So I'm going to drop in. Let's go with some Graveborns. I don't even know. Thane might even just kill us in here. Again, just based on our Graveborn heroes. A lot of players run one hero in here and you still lose just based on the build. But there we go. So we win. And our rewards, boom, we get our 102% bonus. So 251 is what we looted, doubling that to the 102. Definitely want to do that, guys. Now, again, we want small rolls here. Got a little bit of a bigger one here is Sophia. Now, if you pilfer, I believe it just gives you what is in there. You can see we only got 56 out of there. If we pillage, we get the bonus. You always want to pillage in here, guys. It is what is going to yield you the bonus within this game mode. You want to make sure, again, pilfer, you don't have to fight. So if you know you can't win the battle, but here gives us 44 plus another 45 for our 102, just based on the builds in there. Don't think 3 more rolls. I'm going to be able to get all the way back around this map. Try to hit our very last one. We're going to be a little bit short, and then it'll show me what I got. Or no, we did get it. We did get it. Now remember, I put the buff on intelligent heroes. So I want to see, guys, because right here is 85. Let's drop out both of these. Let's go with Silas. Let's go with Merlin for a little bit of mitigation. And I'm thinking, who else do we have in here? Let's go with Demia, because Demia's intelligence base. There we go. The 102 right here. Again, I think this is going to give us a buff for the intelligence heroes, because we have 3 right here. And of course, Oden with the little teleportation. We got 102. See, it only kept 102, but 568 there, 580 right there. Then we go, there we go. We got 1100. Look at the pilfered resources, guys. We got 89 diamonds, which is awesome. We got some Poke coins, but we also got 1100 Labyrinth tokens, 500 of our hero essence. Very, very good pillage attempt. And there we go. It stacks up all of our resources in there. But all right, guys, so that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the Isle of Gold. And as always, thank you guys for watching.